What the fuck is this piece of shit?
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here today, and as you guys could tell, not even Joe Pesci likes this gun. Nobody does. Everybody on Twitter's talking crap on it, and to be honest with you, I think it's well deserved right now. The gun itself isn't really horrible whenever it comes to its damage and range values, but what is absolutely abysmal is the recoil on this gun. It just doesn't really make sense for a burst rifle, especially one that's really slow and clunky already. So I figured I'd give you guys some little tips and tricks here for the best class setup, and I know that this is going to be hard because, well, the attachments this year, you gotta unlock them by using other guns, and to be honest with you guys, I can't see which attachments are unlocked with which, but if you guys want to make it easier, you're gonna have to level up some other guns so you can unlock these attachments. Anyways, this is my M16 build, so I use the Echoless 80 suppressor without a tune. I have the 14-inch carbine shroud barrel on with no tune. I don't know why it's saying it does have a tune on it. I also have the Merc foregrip on, the DXS Flash 90 laser, and the Corio Perfecto factory stock. I actually don't mind the iron sights on this M16. I actually think they're pretty clean. But I'm going to go over why real quick on these attachments. So if you guys want to know why I chose these, let's go ahead and talk about it. So the Echoless 80 suppressor, first things first, is you got to be careful with which suppressor you pick this year. Some of these actually reduce your damage range, even though they give you better recoil control, such as this one right here, the Broadhead 3DP. So yeah, I don't like this one, obviously, because look at all those downsides whenever there's only 3 upsides. This one, it's not bad if you have a gun that has really long range or consistent, bullets to kill. You don't have to really focus on putting in just to the chest or head. But if you want to have one of the best things you can have is something like the Harbinger or the Echoless. It all depends on what you're trying to go for, but I didn't want to nerf my aim walking speed a little too much, so that's why I picked the Echoless 80 suppressor, because you're really only gaining a little bit more with the Harbinger, as we know of. Still waiting on Exclusive Ace to test these attachments before I really know how they work, because I'm not going to do that. Him and J-God do all that kind of stuff, so that's how I find the values, and then I tune it for my own specific playstyle, So the Carbine Shroud Barrel, I know this is the best barrel in the game, thanks to Exclusive Ace. Shout out to Exclusive Ace. The 11.5 inch is actually not that bad either, but I would highly recommend running this one because you're going to get the best recoil control, and again, like we said, this gun is kind of when it comes to recoil controls, and we also get some bullet velocity, which bullet velocity is really important for a precision weapon because we're going to want our shots to hit the target as fast as possible, so that way down range it doesn't feel as awkward to use. And then I'm also going to have the Merc foregrip on, so that way we're getting even more recoil control. This one's the recoil steadiness, which if you haven't seen Exclusive Ace's video, basically how this works is it's going to help with all the recoil values. So that is steadiness, stabilization, control, all that kind of stuff. And then I have the DXS Flash 90 laser on because you gain aiming stability and sprint to fire speed. I don't even notice the flashlight, and I don't even think anyone ever really notices it either whenever they see the visibility on it. I think it's really only up close they can see it. But the reason this is so good is because of aiming stability. Again, if you have not seen Exclusive Ace's video, I highly recommend you guys check it out because he will explain how all the recoil values work, and I will put it in the description below so you guys can go check out Exclusive Ace's video if you've not seen it already. But the reason the aiming stability is so important is because aiming stability is your recoil consistency or your recoil pattern and how exact the same it is each time you shoot it. So the more aiming stability you have, the more consistent your recoil pattern is. The less aiming stability you have, the less consistent it is. So always be trying to put aiming stability on your guns as much as possible this year because it is extremely important and you do not want to nerf this statistic. And the same thing goes right here for the Corio Perfect or Precio or however you pronounce this factory stock. Again, recoil control and aiming stability, and we do lose a little bit of our mobility, but again, it's going to help us make this gun much more accurate and usable. So that's the class setup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll leave you guys with a few little clips so you guys can see it in action, and go head out there and get this thing leveled up and go get it gold now. I'll see you all in the next video. If you guys enjoyed this one, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next time. Peace out.
No.
Changing back.
Our counter UAV is active. UAV ready for deploy. We're gaining ground. Don't let up. Friendly vehicles are inbound.
Switching
Enemy
mags.
UAV overhead. Our UAV is
Claymore.
orbiting the area. Friendly UAV online. Friendly UAV on station. UAV ready for tasking.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. UAV is... Our UAV is orbiting the Ghost online. UAV signal lost. Friendly UAV online.
Changing mag.
Friendly UAV on station.
Last mag.
MWII ready to launch.
Switching back.
Loading.
Enemy UAV active.
Reloading.
Friendly
Sending
cruise
Claymore.
missile deployed. Stealth bomber is
Switching
ready
back.
for tasking.